Hi, I'm Ange Thomas, and I'm so excited to be opening a WTM centre in Bunbury. This information is the information that will transform the world without a doubt, and I'm so excited. I grew up in a little town called Walpole, and it's one of those places where it takes a community to raise a child. The whole community was kind of as much a part of the family as everybody else, which was really wonderful. And I think that has set me up for a life of being really understanding that nurturing and caring for yourself and your family is really important. I think I had a really a big question about the world of like what's it about, what does it mean, and what do all these things in life mean. So at 19, I went out and ventured out and travelled for about 10 years, just exploring and questioning the world, and I could never really find many answers. I've done a couple of courses in TAFE. I've got a diploma in leadership and management. So I went on to a career with our Parks and Wildlife department in Western Australia. I've always been such a free thinker that I found it difficult to kind of constrain myself to one particular thing. So so it's in my later years that I've actually gone and done some more study. I think I must have been searching on the internet about human behaviour, because that's very interesting for me. I ended up coming across on the internet of freedom, and I went, this is different. This will transform the world is a big statement. And I went, that's worth actually having a look at. So that's why when I explored it, and then I started reading Freedom, and I couldn't stop. I actually just read from start to finish, every single moment of my time, start to finish. And then from there, I watched all of the podcasts that were on the website. I just could not get enough of the information. I feel like all of the dominoes that had been standing up had just kind of just all fell into place, and the path kind of made sense to me. So I'm really, really, really happy that I got to be able to experience this information. Super lucky. The way that this will help others, this information will help others, is it removes that separation that you have from other human beings. When you know that you don't have to protect yourself, that you are good and not bad, that you can be vulnerable, and that those other people can actually have the experience of being loved as well. So I think this information just really breaks that barrier down, breaks that wall down for you to be available to other human beings. And imagine that for the whole world, to be able to just walk through life with no concern for what other people think of them. Even just that tiny little thing would be huge. But then to know that they're loved, it exponentially would make such a huge difference to the world. Yeah. I've got two young children. I've got an amazing husband who he's a hard worker as well. He's a very strong family man. I can see that this information will make their lives better. I was moved to tears because of the information that Jeremy's brought to us, and I know that the impact that that's going to have on our future for our kids. So it's really special. One of the big things that has made an impact on me is being able to understand my children in a completely different way. Understanding them in the sense that it always challenged me when they decided to go off course and actually do what they wanted to do instead of what I want them to do. And I've been able to see that kind of forced dictatorship almost that I had over my children actually did not support them or nurture them at all. So being able to allow them, and don't get me wrong, I'm still not perfect. It takes a lot of work to actually understand that, but understand that I'm the one that's corrupted and not them, and actually get them to be themselves and just love them and care for them for who they are. So being involved in this this movement it's allowed me to actually be part of something that truly will make a difference. And the people that are in the movement just are the most amazing people to even though I might not have met them in person, I feel like I already know them because they're kindred spirits. And what matters to them is other people, which is like a phenomenal trait in people. And to know that there's a whole movement of people that want the world to be a better place, it's priceless to actually be involved in that. Yeah, priceless. The book Freedom, I want you to know that as soon as you pick it up, you will not be able to put it down. It's the most amazing thing that you'll ever read in your life. And this book, which is not a small book, has taken Jeremy his life to actually produce. And he's been able to articulate the human condition phenomenally. And I just thank him with all of my heart. And I love him for who he is, for actually being able to do this for the rest of the human race. And for somebody to commit their whole life to everybody else in the world is absolutely phenomenal. And I thank him from the bottom of my heart, and I thank him for my children. So this information is definitely going to transform the world. And I'm very excited to be available to anybody that wants to discuss this information further or help your journey and work with you to understand what it's about. And yeah, I'm available to anybody.